Guys, we are in 99 nights in the forest and there are some 3 wolves chasing me. There are 3 wolves chasing me. So guys, we fell into blender. And we can delete, now we can delete our mesh plane. And what do we have here? We have a group of some wolves with glasses. We do the wolves. We are also going to do the forest. So it's going to look like this. And also, if you guys want for me to do any more character from 99 Nights in the Forest, be free to tell me in the comments. So before we hop on to the video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. So let's get started. So first, I am going to quickly add here the image of like this. And now I am going to start off with the head, I guess. I guess that is the easy part. And then I'm going to do the face and then the body and then like that. So I'm going to scale it at the x-axis and then y a little bit like this. You can add another cube, scale it down like this. And then move it over here and then move this a little bit upward. Then we can duplicate this and then rotate it like this and then move this at the y-axis a little bit and then downward like this. And then we can add another cube, which this is going to be the eyes. Then we are going to scale them down like this and then like this. And then we can add a mirror modifier and then set it to this cube over here. And then we can scale it a bit like this, then move it closer and then maybe move it over here. And then duplicate it and then move it at the z-axis, scale it at the z-axis and then rotate it. And then move it over here, which from now on it is starting to look like, well, it is starting to look like this. Now we can add a triangle. So to do the triangle, we are going to add a circle. So we will know how to do the triangle. So to do that, we are going to add a circle and then change the vertices to 3, which then it will be a triangle. And then we can scale this at the y-axis like this, rotate it at the x-axis, and then move it over here. Like this. Like this, and then we can add the mirror modifier to this too. Then fill it up inside and then extrude it backward, like this. And then we can duplicate this, clear the rotation with Alt-R, and then move it at the x-axis. Then we can move it over here, rotate it at the z-axis, like this, and then rotate it at the y-axis 90 degrees. Then we can scale them down, and then put them over here. And as we can see, they are going a bit outwards, I guess. Or maybe we scale this down a little like this. And then move this over here. Then another over here, but tinier. Like this. And it is starting to look like it. So now we can add a loop cut over here. To like the white part over here. And then that our head is done now, we can start doing the body now. So move it at the y-axis over here, scale it at the y-axis, and then at the z-axis. Then we are going to scale it at the x-axis a little bit, like this, and then move it over here. Like this. And now we can add a loop cut to this too, for about over here. Then the body is now done, so we can add a cube to make the leg. So we are going to scale this with Shift Z like this, and then move it over here. Then this is going to be inward over here, like this. So now I am going to be making this bigger, but first I'm going to add a mirror modifier. Then we can move this like this. So I am going to scale it like this. Boom. So I just saw that we had to do it like this. And now we are going to duplicate this, then move it at the y-axis. But over here, we are going to add a loop cut like this, and then select this part, then extrude it out like this. And then, I guess we can scale it out a bit, or no. Okay, so I just saw another thing that we had to like extrude this part like this. So let me just delete this face over here and then select this part, and then extrude faces along the normals like this. So we are going to do the offset even, and then scale this by holding Shift Y like this. So we can delete this useless face and then fill in these parts, then select these two vertices and then click J like this. And so we can see that there are multiple cubes over here. So I am going to add a cube and then move it over here, scale it again at the Shift Y, the same way like this, then rotate this. And so we can add the cursor over here and then add a cube, scale it, and then rotate it a little bit like this, and then move it over here. Then we can duplicate this, and then Alt R, then move this over here, and then we can scale it at the y-axis like this, and it's done. Or maybe I can just rotate this a little bit. So I am quickly going to add here a cut like this, right over here, to like make this black spot. Then we can go to the material preview now, I guess, and then we can start adding the texture. So let me zoom in over here, then add the material. So we can like do this, and then I'm going to add another texture. Then with this part selected, I'm going to do the same thing, and then click over here. And if we look at the object mode, we will see that nothing changed. That's because we will have to assign when this material is selected, which this is going to make this texture appear over here. So I am going to change here the material a little bit, because this is not the material, because like it is not the material from here, like this. So I am basically going to move the saturation to 0. And this is a little bit brown. Like this. So now I'm going to give all of this material. And now we will have to do this material. So I'm going to do the same thing, like this. And I guess this is good. And so we can start giving all of this the texture of this. Like this. So now we can start adding this color to this part, like this. So let me quickly just move these parts up. Like this. And also I guess we will have to move this up a little bit. Like this. So now we can select these parts and then assign a new color, and then drag this over here. So now we can start doing the eye. So I think it is just completely black. And then we can set the roughness to 1. And now the eyebrows. And now I'm going to turn everything to its roughness to 1, like this. And the teeth, I am only going to change the roughness to like this. And now I guess my wall is done. So now I am quickly going to add here the lights. Yes friends, we have come to the end of another video, and as you guys can see, we did the glasses to make them look funny, but if you guys didn't like them or you don't want them, it's okay, you guys can delete the glasses and like them. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching my tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching my tutorial, and before we end the video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.